Surveillance. Surveillance. Surveillance is the monitoring of behavior, activities, or information for the purpose of information gathering, influencing, managing, or directing, according to the encyclopedia. This can include observation from a distance by means of electronic equipment such as closed-circuit television, or interception of electronically transmitted information such as internet traffic. It can also include simple technical methods such as human intelligence gathering and postal interception. Surveillance is used by governments for intelligence gathering, prevention of crime, the protection of a process, person, group, or object, or the investigation of crime. It is also used by criminal organizations to plan and commit crimes, and by businesses to gather intelligence on criminals, their competitors, suppliers, or customers. Religious organizations charged with detecting heresy and heterodoxy may also carry out surveillance. Auditors carry out a form of surveillance. Surveillance can be used by governments to unjustifiably violate people's privacy and is often criticized by civil liberties activists. Liberal democracies may have laws that seek to restrict governmental and private use of surveillance, whereas authoritarian governments seldom have any domestic restrictions. International espionage seems to be common among all types of countries. Read about the methods. Computer. The vast majority of computer surveillance involves the monitoring of data and traffic on the internet. Read about that. Telephones. The official and unofficial tapping of telephone lines is widespread. Read about that. Cameras. Surveillance cameras or video cameras used for the purpose of observing an area. Read about that. Social network analysis. One common form of surveillance is to create maps of social networks based on data from social networking sites such as Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, as well as from traffic analysis information from phone call records such as those in the NSA call database and others. Read about that. Biometric. Biometric surveillance is a technology that measures and analyzes human physical and or behavioral characteristics for authentication, identification, or screening purposes. Aerial. Aerial surveillance is the gathering of surveillance, usually visual imagery or video, with an airborne vehicle such as an unmanned aerial vehicle, helicopter, or spy plane. Military surveillance aircraft use a range of sensors to monitor the battlefield. Corporate. Corporate surveillance is the monitoring of a person or group's behavior by a corporation. It can also be used as a form of business intelligence. Data mining and profiling. Data mining is the application of statistical techniques and programmatic algorithms to discover previously unnoticed relationships within the data. Data profiling is the context. In this context, is the process of assembling information about a particular individual or group in order to generate a profile, that is, a picture of their patterns and behavior. Human operatives. Organizations that have enemies who wish to gather information about the group's members or activities face the issue of infiltration. Satellite imagery. Identification and credentials. Passports, driver's license, library cards, credit cards. Wireless tracking, mobile phones. RFID tagging. RFID tagging on humans. Geolocation devices, global positioning system, devices, covert listening devices, bugs, hidden electronic devices, postal services, stakeout, Internet of Things, controversy, support, Supporters of surveillance systems believe that these tools can help protect society from terrorists and criminals. Opposition. Total Information Awareness Program. High-speed surveillance computers and biometric software. Read all about that. Totalitarianism. Programs such as the Total Information Awareness Program and laws such as the Communication Systems for Law Enforcement Act have led many groups to fear that society is moving towards a state of mass surveillance with severely limited personal, social, political freedoms, where dissenting individuals or groups will be strategically removed in COINTELPRO-like purges. Psychological social effects. Privacy, court cases, counter-surveillance, inverse surveillance, surveillance. Read all about that. Popular in culture, literature, and music, on screen. Read all about surveillance. Surveillance. Surveillance.